What's up everyone? Welcome back to Miami Miles. My name is Mickey. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about something super sad that happened to me. I've decided to part ways and sell my McLaren 600 LT. Look, tomorrow I'm going to go exchange it officially for my dream car. I can't wait, guys, for you guys to see this new spec. It might be the best spec ever in the history of. You're gonna love it. But the bottom line is, before I let my McLaren go, I want to do a little exit interview. Seeing as I've had the car for over 2 years, I've seen every good aspect of it and every bad aspect, every pro, every con. I've seen how it makes you feel when you grab it by the scruff of its neck and you beat it and you elbow it and you punch it in the face. I've also seen a contrasting side of it, how bad the car is when it comes to quality and it breaking down and having things go wrong with it. And in this video, I'm going to discuss all those things so that you get some insight in regards to the 600 LT. Let's get right into it. So let's start with what I loved about the car. I think anytime you look back in a previous relationship, in an ex-relationship, you think about the good times first. You think about how things were going so good, and then all of a sudden they took a turn for the worse. Well, for the McLaren, imagine it had everything. It was sexy. It was exotic. I would stop at gas stations and people would ask me, "What do you do? How many billions do you have?" I mean, the questions that people would ask me were just out of control. Not just that, but when you got on it, when you punched it in the face, the car would wake up and pull something from inside of you that you never thought you had in you in the first place. It would make you feel a way as if you were the most special person in the world. Now, what was it about the car that made you feel so special? It was the exhaust note, the sound, the pops, the bangs, everything about the car's exhaust is mwah. Look, for those of you that don't know, the 600 LT's exhaust is headers going straight into a catalytic converter that's this big and an exhaust pipe that's that big. It shoots the best flames out of the back of the car. I'm talking about race car video game-like flames, as if you hit the NOS button in Need for Speed and you go like this, and out of the back of the car you see huge 4 to 5 foot flames. That is what the 600 LT is. Not to mention the speed, guys. I don't know if you've ever been in a McLaren. You've probably seen all the reviews, but the reviews do not do these cars justice. The amount of speed for a car that weighs 2,800 to 2,900 pounds with 600 horsepower with that twin turbo V8. The moment you get on boost, goodbye, sunshine. Goodbye, little guy. That is how the 600 LT just explodes. The torque, it's like a rush that you've never felt. The blood in your body rushes to the back of your head. Your face is pushed back into the seat. The experience is, bar none, the most amazing, exhilarating thing you've ever felt in your life. It's like the first time you ever had sex, the first time you lost your virginity. That is what accelerating this car feels like. The next thing I want to talk about the McLaren that was ridiculously amazing is the feel. Because it has these dynamic engine mounts, I've said it over and over and over again in my videos, the car feels like it's attached to the back of your spine. Every sensation, every bump, every crease in the road that the car rolls over, you can feel it through the steering wheel and up your butt, through your back, into your head. And we haven't even talked about the handling and the brakes. I don't think you could ever comprehend how much this car handles, how organic the steering feels, how you feel every sensation through the wheel. And when you shift those beautiful carbon fiber paddles, you feel like you're triggering a machine gun. As a matter of fact, I've driven Huracans, Ferraris, McLarens of different kinds, and this car is the greatest exotic sports car I've ever driven. But at this point, you're like,
"Oh, Mickey, if you loved it so much, why don't you keep it? You're a hypocrite. You don't ever do what you say. You just say one thing and do another thing."
Listen, Johnny, every time we talk about this, I know, but things change. things over time, they get worse and worse and worse. Again, it's like a relationship. When you have a hot girlfriend, when she's sexy, when she's a 10, you look over all of her problems. You look over her craziness. You look over the fact that when you turn around, she's cheating on you. And that's exactly what the McLaren does. The McLaren has so many little problems that the sum of those problems lead you to want to sell it. Now, what problems do I mean? Well, for those of you that have seen my videos in the past, let's talk about the rattles.
Listen to that. What is that?
Every day there seems to be a new rattle with the car. When you take it to the dealership, you drop off the key, the dealer's like, yeah, it's an LT car. It's pretty standard for it to have rattles. Guys, that's cool, but when the rattles overpower the sensation of the car, then it just overwhelms the experience and you just get so frustrated, and that's what's happening to me. Every time, it's like a boat that's leaking with 10 different holes and you're trying to plug them up. Every time you plug a hole, another one pops up. That is what the rattle in the McLaren is, and that's what drives me absolutely crazy. In addition to the rattles, the problems have driven me crazy, guys. I'm telling you, I'm not the type of guy that has all this money to blow. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not Johnny from my last video that has all this cash money. The problem is that this car makes you have it at the dealership so much that you're almost spending a quarter of the life of the car without it. Yet you have to pay a $2,000 plus payment every single month. The bank doesn't say, hold on, Mickey, I'm gonna give you a break this month from your car payment because, yeah, you don't have it. No. The dealership has to keep the car. They have to order parts from McLaren. Those parts take forever to get here. And then next thing you know, you've paid 2 or 3 car payments. I'm telling you, I've spent $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 waiting for my car to be delivered back to me while the dealership fixes the problems. Last but not least, the part that is most frustrating about the car, and perhaps it's super frustrating about any super exotic car, is the act of having the car in the first place. It looks so exotic, so much like an alien spaceship that everybody has to look at it. And the first 10 times that this happens, you're like, cool, man, I love it. But when you're somebody humble, somebody that doesn't like to brag, having people ask you over and over and over again what you do for a living, what the car costs, if your daddy bought it for you. I'm telling you, somebody straight up came to me and said, if my dad bought me this McLaren. I was like, dude, what do you have in your head? But every single day I have to justify the car to someone, and that is so frustrating. Not to mention, I don't work in the best of neighborhoods. My business is in an office place where once in a while there's quite the element in the parking lot. And guess what? Every single time I go to get in this car, I have to look both ways. So the fact that it gets so much attention, sometimes annoying attention, and the fact that I work in a place where it may not be the safest, where it may not be the place where you would want to drive a $300,000 car, those are the aspects for which I'm getting rid of this car. As a car, it's not a good car. It rattles, it's got problems, it's uncomfortable. Everyone looks at you, everyone asks questions. And that's why I'm switching to my dream car. The car I've wanted ever since I was a kid. I used to look at this car when the 2012, 2013 version of it came out, and I was absolutely in love. And now I get to finally own one. I'll give you guys a hint. The car cost around $250,000, and it's made from one of my favorite manufacturers. But here's what I want you guys to do. Stay tuned, because I'm going to go swap the McLaren for this car very soon. I can't wait to show it to you. I can't wait to review it for you. I can't wait to put a full exhaust on it and have that exhaust resonate through this camera and grab you and help you feel what I feel every single time I drive it. I'm going to go get the car tomorrow. Stay tuned, guys. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give me a big thumbs up. Give me a big subscribe. Look, guys, I'm trying to make content to make you guys happy, to entertain you guys. That's the purpose of my content. Just because I love to make it, I don't need the money from YouTube. And that's the beauty of this, guys. I've never talked about this with you. This is my side hustle, and I'm only doing it because I enjoy the shit out of it. I enjoy doing this for you guys. I don't need the money. I just want you to enjoy with you guys these experiences of owning these cars and driving these cars. Anyways, guys, I hope that you have a great day. Take care.